Hi everyone, my name is Robin Wood. So lately I've been noticing that the fandom's been having its ups and downs, and I think we're starting to get back up to a high. I'm not really sure why I'm making this a video, but I might as well because there's been some interesting things happening, I guess. For those who've been in the fandom for a long time, you've probably lived through something called the Golden Age of the furry fandom. So let me explain. There was a quote-unquote Golden Age from about 2016 to I'd say 2020, where the fandom was at its peak. Now I'm not saying that the fandom's never been at its peak, but compared to the Golden Age, it definitely hasn't lived up to as high as back then when people were in the fandom. This is mainly because a lot of people, including myself, started to get into being a furry from like watching videos to seeing artwork and a lot of stuff during like high school or college or whatever, and started to really join into the fandom. The fandom was still a little bit lower than as big as it is now, but the Golden Age is truly where like a lot more people got into the fandom, and I feel like Zootopia 1 definitely helped with that, which now we have Zootopia 2, which is what I'm going to say is the start of the next Golden Age. So from 2016 2020, a lot of people were starting to get into this fandom, and a lot of people were discovering the fandom, meeting friends, finding creators that made videos or artwork or whatever that they really enjoyed. So a lot of people really got into the fandom then. And then around 2020 is when the Golden Age started to decline, I'd say. A lot of people were leaving the fandom or just didn't really enjoy the fandom anymore. There was a lot of drama. I know it's crazy to think that drama was a thing in the fandom compared to drama every single day now. But there was a few things of drama and a lot of people leaving that just kind of started to have the fandom decline a bit. And then from around 2020 to 2021, I'd say, is probably like where the Golden Age basically was beginning to stop completely. It was where a lot of people, obviously with COVID, got locked inside, couldn't go to cons. A lot of stuff became virtual, and a lot of that stuff became more of online things rather than in-person things. So a lot of that magic was lost with the fandom. And obviously near the later half of 2021 is when cons started happening again, so people could go out and see friends, and that's where a lot of the people from 2020 who started getting the fandom through VR chat and stuff started to get in, but it wasn't exactly the same as before. It just didn't feel the same with the magic that happened before 2020, if that makes any sense. I'm sure if you've been in the fandom for before 2020, you know what I'm talking about, but it did seem like a lot of magic was lost once conventions opened back up, and even with that, the fandom just didn't seem the same, especially with the rise of TikTok and TikTok furries and new gen furries from that. I'm sure you've seen a lot of things online from them, and now TikTok furries are trying to destroy the entire fandom. That's cool. Obviously, I'm not saying every TikTok furry is, but like, I'm sure you've at least seen drama from TikTok furries complaining about breaking the magic is bad, or who knows, whatever. They just complain about whatever that's stupid. I don't know why they complain about it. But from 2021 to about 2025, the fandom, I'd say, was in this almost dark age where things just kind of felt more aggressive. But I noticed near the end of 2025, a lot of people from that Golden Age of the furry fandom who left have started coming back, which is weird because a lot of the people that I grew up watching or like knew about have started coming back to being a furry, and it's weird. I feel like a lot of that is with the help of Zootopia 2 and like the magic that brought to the fandom when it first came out, and now with the sequel bringing magic as well, especially with newer people discovering furries and all this stuff happening. It kind of feels like we're entering a new Golden Age of the fandom, and I don't know if I'm crazy for saying that, because for a lot of people, Zootopia 1 and Majira was their eye-opening to the fandom and where the Golden Age seemed to happen for a lot of them. And now for me, I guess Zootopia 2 and Me is going to be a Golden Age for some people, so that's not terrifying, but it's weird because I think the person who made Robin is coming back into the fandom, which feels weird because that means they're going to see me and know I exist, and they're going to see what I've done with him, and I'm so afraid that they're going to see that I have become a content creator with him now. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have much time to make a video, so comment down below if you lived through the Golden Age or if you joined during the Dark Age. I don't know what to call it. It does seem like the fandom is definitely starting to go back up into a second Golden Age, so I guess that's something I look forward to. I don't know. Okay, this video is stupid. I don't know why I'm filming it. Whatever. You know what? I'm ending the video. I'm running out of things to talk about. If you like the video, don't like this video. I don't want to make another one of this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Subscribe, comment. Goodbye. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Why did I film this?